Welcome to VAR India News Hour. Government is considering to regulate data center businesses in the country. India is witnessing a transition from an emerging to a developed market economy, and digital is slated to play a key role in this journey. With over a billion mobile phones and more than 700 million internet subscribers, India has also witnessed an exponential growth in digital commerce, digital entertainment and use of social media. India's mobile data consumption is already the highest in the world and is constantly increasing. MeitY has drafted a data center policy to benefit the developers as well as the allied ecosystem of the data center sector. The policy intends to ensure sustainable and trusted data center capacity within the country. The size of the digital population in India and the growth trajectory of the digital economy necessitates a strong growth of data centers, which has the potential to fulfill the growing demands of the country. Need for data center infrastructure within the boundaries of the country is further necessitated by the data localization provisions of the proposed Data Protection Act and for protection of the digital sovereignty of the country in an increasingly connected world. India also offers advantages of having a favorable geographical location on the world map, availability of economic resources, established global connectivity through submarine cables, easy and cost-effective access power and readily available skilled manpower, enabling the nation to become the global data center hub. Businesses are consuming more data than ever before, and this trend will only grow. But our tech-loving ways could cause lasting damage to the planet. As part of the policy framework, the ministry is looking at reducing the number of clearances needed for setting up a data center. Accordingly, plans are on to discuss the matter with central ministries and state governments for possible alignment on this subject. Data centers need about 40 clearances, which takes a lot of time. Growth of data center creates lots of job opportunities for job seekers. At the same time, experts say that data centers could cause serious environmental damage if we don't regulate them now. The concern is, as the COP26 comes to a close, one of the biggest challenges international leaders have failed to address is setting tighter and clearer regulations for the exponentially growing cloud industry. Many tech companies have publicly claimed to be carbon neutral, but the truth isn't as clean-cut. A lot of them just purchase renewable energy certificates or RECs to offset emissions on paper and don't provide proper transparency in their emission calculations. And that's a big problem. Without clear, transparent and universal reporting standards, we can't know what percentage of green energy is being used to power data centers and what percentage comes from purchasing REC offsets. Finally, we can't repair the damage of the climate crisis, so it's important that we instead focus on building data centers that are actually better for the environment. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Tri-service inquiry has been ordered by IAF head into chopper crash, says Rajnath Singh. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said in a statement, a tri-service inquiry has been ordered by the IAF headed by Air Marshal Manvendra Singh, Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief Training Command, to investigate the Mi-17 V5 helicopter crash that killed Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat, his wife and 11 other military personnel. The flight data recorder of the crashed helicopter has been recovered from the wreckage, an IAF official said. It will be sent for analysis to find out what happened in the last moments before it went down in the jungle. Hackers using CryptoBot malware as pirated Windows activation tool. CryptoBot, a cryptocurrency malware that steals wallet and account credentials, is now using the popular pirated Windows activation tool KMS Pico to carry its way into the systems. KMS Pico tricks Windows key management services into authenticating your copy of Windows as genuine. It also works with editions of Microsoft Office. According to Red Canary, threat actors are targeting the pirate community by infecting the activation tool with CryptoBot. Red Canary's Tony Lambert also stated that it is observed that several IT departments are using KMS Pico instead of legitimate Microsoft licenses to activate systems. ASUS to launch new Chromebook model and laptops. On December 13, ASUS Chromebooks with military-grade durability will be available in India, and the company will also reveal laptops for creators. The laptops will be launched at a virtual event scheduled to take place at 12 p.m. on December 14 that will be live-streamed on the company's Facebook and YouTube channels. These machines could come equipped with top-of-the-line hardware including an OLED display. The new Chromebook will be launched on Flipkart on December 13 at 12 p.m. Apart from its durability, the laptop is said to pack powerful performance and great battery life. Ex-CISO of Airtel joins Fractal as CIO. Manish Tiwari has moved on from Airtel and joined AI services provider Fractal as Chief Information Officer. He will be overseeing Fractal's various upcoming and ongoing digital transformation initiatives in the new role. Manish Tiwari is an ex-defense personnel, served the Indian Navy for many years and as Director Cert Navy. In his previous role in Airtel, Tiwari was Chief Information Security Officer and was associated with the company for more than 4 years. Airtel launches Startup Innovation Challenge with Invest India. Bharti Airtel launched Airtel India Startup Innovation Challenge in partnership with Invest India, inviting early-stage technology companies to demonstrate differentiated solutions areas like 5G, cloud computing, Internet of Things and digital entertainment. Under this program, startups gain access to Airtel's core platform strengths of data, distribution, network and payments. Further, startups get access to Airtel's global partner ecosystem and advisory from Airtel's executive team. The top 10 winners will win cash prizes, get access to Airtel's innovation lab and will be able to leverage Airtel's advanced technology infrastructure to scale up their use cases and even co-innovate with Airtel's engineering team. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.